Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 2 of Season 2 here at Bayer Leverkusen. We're cracking on with the rest of the pre-season group stage today as we try and raise some extra funds to bring in a number of new players. We played the first episode and the first game yesterday, winning 1-0 against AC Milan. We should be pretty comfortable to get through this group stage. There's an extra £8.5 million on the line should we win this pre-season tournament. So I am going to be playing through it, trying to maximise my potential profits, so to speak. We have 40 million to spend at present, and as you'll know if you watched yesterday's episode, we tried to make a move for Leander Dendoncker. We're still waiting to hear back from Anderlecht. We offered £21 million. They have previously been asking for 25/26ish, which I'm not keen on paying really at this stage. Very, very keen, however, on signing Julian Draxler. As things stand, I don't have enough money to bring him in. However, I have a number of players on the shortlist, or on the transfer list even, and we could raise upwards total, including the 40 million that we've already got and the 8 million we might get from pre-season, upwards of 100 to 110 million pounds. So there is plenty of money available to us this pre-season. We just have to make sure we spend it correctly, which is what I shall be doing with the aid of your help. Got a couple of players that I'll rotate out for this game, just to ensure that, you know, some people are getting first team football and others can have a chance to play for the first time ever. Most notably, players like Bauer and Schulte. I'll throw Oriana on the short list, on the bench as well. Other than that, actually, someone did bring up actually on the right hand side of midfield. I was contemplating maybe selling Bellarabi. Now, initially, that would be to bring in a new right-sided midfielder. However, it was brought to my attention in the comment section of the last episode of Season 1, and on Twitter as well, actually, that I could sell Bellarabi, move Mitchell Weiser up to right mid, considering he's very capable in that position, and that would mean that I could start Henriks more at right back, and he'd get more football and hopefully better growth. So that's another genuine option we could use. It would mean that the overall rating of the team and in that position would go down, but well, I mean, either I could even sell Bellarabi, bring in a new right-sided midfielder, have him as the number one, and just have Mitchell Weiser as my backup right back rather than my starting right back. I'll have him as my backup right mid, sorry, rather than my starting right mid. So Henriks would still be first team number one right back, and Weiser, rather than first team here, would be second team or second string here. Make sense? Kind of confused myself in trying to explain it, but I think I know where I'm coming from. So hopefully you guys can figure it out as well. We'll pop Palo on the bench because obviously I'm trying to sell him on. So if we can get him to impress a little bit in pre-season, then fingers crossed we can sell him. But hoping to get a decent amount of business done today, mainly outgoings, and then we can start work on the incomings over the next couple of episodes. Obviously, you guys are crucial to everything that happens in a transfer window in any career mode series save that I do. So do continue to let me know in the comment section down below what you think I should do with the players at the club and any potential players you think I should bring in. But without any further ado, let's go and play Everton, get a win here, and then that will guarantee us progression through. Then we can play all of the kids against Bordeaux and hopefully get a little bit of growth out of them. Tarashite out wide to Ademola Lookman. Nice tackle by Henriks. Well, I thought it was a nice tackle by Henriks. The referee disagreed, thought I was overly physical. Decent position for a free kick here. Morgan Schneiderlin is the man over it, although they might try something from the training grounds here. It looks like Schneiderlin's going to shoot. And we'll just wait for that ball to come down out of orbit, shall we? Ender. Haley just gets it. I'll look for Volland. Oh, I was going to try and turn back on my left foot, but we'll take the free kick. This referee doesn't like strong challenges, does he? A yellow card as well. It's pre-season, ref. They just had a free kick from a challenge that wasn't a free kick. And whilst that was strong, I do think he got the ball. Yeah, he did. Quite considerably got the ball. I think that's unfair. I definitely will lay this off. And Kevin Folland won't give us a 1-0 lead because Stekelenburg makes a good save. But chances at both ends in the opening 10 minutes, both from set pieces. Not quite as fast a turn as I'd hoped, but we'll still continue the move. Lars Bender looking to get himself some space centrally. Get that across to Julian Brandt. Just trying to find some space here to try and get a shot off. which as of yet I haven't been able to do. But now we can, and Lars Bender, that's a good save by Stekelenburg. It's going to be 0-0 at half. Whoa! I was going to kick that against his keeper and it was going to go in. It's going to be 0-0 at half time, but we've definitely been the better team. Cartier looking for Julian Brandt. Oh, what a way to pass from the youngster. And Julian Brandt tucks it away beautifully. That is the perfect start to the second half. It's taken 10 minutes for the first chance to come. But Cartier, I'll be honest, has been poor so far. I mean, he's only 60 rated, so I can't expect too much of him, but he has been poor. But that was a wonderful through ball. And then one touch, and then finish with the second. That's a good goal. I like that. 1-0. Switch with Cartier to Julian Brandt. Holland. Brandt's going to continue that run. And he's in behind here, Julian. He had a great season last year, Julian Brandt. He's doing the same again this year, or starting the same way again this year. 2 goals for him against Everton here, 2-0 with 15 minutes to go. Game over. That's Daniel Kor to Timo Bauer. His first touch of the ball in a Leverkusen shirt for me. The young 57 rated youngster. Palo spins brilliantly there and doesn't score. Good clearance by the defender. I think the keeper would probably have saved it anyway, but still. Defender making sure, and apparently they've only got 2 defenders. Here's Kingsley Coman on the breakaway. Thankfully he can't pass. Otherwise I might have been in trouble there. Goal kick, 2 minutes to go. Brandt forward to Palo. He's in behind this time. Finishes well. That will put him on the shopping list nicely. Put him in the front of the window. Hopefully that might generate a bid or two. He's only got like a £7.2 million release fee, Palo, so you never know, someone might snap him up. He didn't do too well out on loan last year. I think it was at Freiburg, who ended up finishing bottom of the table, so he clearly wasn't too handy for them. I don't actually think he played that many games, in fairness, but that was a nice finish. Be nice to keep a clean sheet here if we can. Calvert-Lewin, let's see, outside the post, to be fair. That's twice they've hit the post in this game. Everton might not have been so far away from getting a point out of this. Gilfie will take the corner. And it just bounced around and I couldn't get it away. There goes my clean sheet. Oh, so frustrating. I swear that stuff happens to me all the time, man. The final whistle will go now. Practically the last kick of the game. And unfortunately, no clean sheet for me. But we'll take it. We'll take it. A 3-1 win, that should put us through as group winners even to the next round of the competition. 2-0 win from Milan against Bordeaux. Liverpool lose again heavily to Valencia. Really poor pre-season for Liverpool so far. And we are certainly through as we play Bordeaux next and guaranteed top spot as well. Still want 25.6 for Leander Dendoncker. We shall continue to negotiate then. 21, I believe, was what I offered before, wasn't it? So we shall propose a new transfer fee. And you can have 25.5. Will you accept that? 26.2. I'm trying to save as much money as I can because obviously we've got a number of deals we want to get done this window. 25.4. They're coming down. They're coming down. How about 23.7? Accept that. Yes, good. Right. Contract talks. Leander Dendoncker. Hopefully he won't want that much. What's an important squad role? To be fair, he is going to be important for us this year. 4 years is perfectly fine for me with regards to contract length as well. Doesn't want a release clause, which is good by me. No indication of what he wants wage-wise, but I'll offer him 40 million. 40 million a week. What a deal that would be. And 700 grand as a signing on fee, and we'll see if they'll accept that, and they do. Superb, wonderful. Leander Dendoncker is in. We have our new first signing of the season. I will throw him into the starting lineup ahead of Tin Jedvai for the time being. Where are you? Be down the bottom probably. There we go. Leander Dendoncker. Wonderful. New signing number 1. Now we just need to sell one of about 8 players, or a number of about 8 players, to be able to afford to bring in Julian Draxler. That is my next move, or my preferred next move. But it does depend on finances, of course, because Draxler ain't going to be cheap. He's valued at 42 million. I'm probably going to have to pay close to 55, 60 if I want to tempt PSG to accept the bid. But we'll jump into this next game now against Bordeaux. I'll play a fully rotated side here considering I'm guaranteed progression through. So I'll start all of the kids. We'll probably lose heavily, but I really don't mind. So, actually, I'll give Dendoncker a start still. Hakimi can play at right back. We'll throw you in at left back. Actually, I've got 2 young centre backs. Actually, I'll throw Oriana in at right back. No, let's throw Oriana in at left back. We'll do it that way around. And then Schulte and Bauer can play. Oh, this is going to be a really difficult game if I'm playing with people that are this low rated. Then a Kainak can go in at cam. And I might as well throw a Laria up top. Cartier can continue on the left. And everyone else is away on international duty. That's pretty ridiculous. Golovin can actually play left mid, can't he? If I double check. Yeah, alright, there we go. On to the next one. Nice ball over the top. Cartier knocks it down. Around the corner. Schulte into Timo Bauer. Here's a Kainak. No idea what to expect from this starting lineup, but you never know. They might surprise me. We've got a couple of names still in the starting lineup, including Golovin. Timo Bauer, we'll get that to Ilario, who turns well and draws a save by Bernardoni in the Bordeaux goal. Can we? Oh, maybe shouldn't have Dendoncker on corners, should I? I'll definitely have to adjust that. Cartier, what's there to Oriana, my right back, into Ilario, turn and shoot again, this time wide, although I think I've got another corner. Indeed I do. It's Cartier on it this time rather than Dendoncker, that's good news. Not bad delivery either. And Tinjedvaj heads tamely into the keeper's arms. Hakimi to Timo Bauer. Go to Ilario there. Back to Timo. Forward to a Kainak. Don't know whether he can shoot from distance or even what footedness he is, but Golovin is in the box and it's well blocked by Luchuk, maybe? The guy at the back post there. Cartier will deliver the ball and the keeper will come to punch. Timo can knock that down to a teammate though, but he can't find land at Dendoncker, unfortunately. Half an hour in, as you might expect with such a weak side, we've not been too offensive, or too effective offensively at least, but we're still having chances, so maybe we can get 3 wins from 3. Kamano, that's the ball roll. You guys know how well that fools me every single time. I'm watching Adnan Januzaj against England all over again. Gebre Selassie somehow manages to get past me, and that's well keeps. I don't know whether it was just so far away from you that you stood no chance of getting to it, or you're not worth the kit that you're wearing. Somehow it fell to him, and he's just, I think to be fair, it's just so far up his reach, he never would have got there in a million attempts, but yeah, he's not getting anywhere near that. He's not getting anywhere near it. Never mind, Jose Sarr, don't worry. 1-0 Bordeaux. The border driving forward. Across to Yusuf, and this should be 2, but isn't. Flashes that past the post. Decent attempt, but not on target. I think Bordeaux are going to come out on top in this one, but I mean, to be fair, if they don't, then it's an embarrassment for them, considering I'm playing, 57 rated players. Really got to be performing, regardless of how strong their starting 11 is with regards to their full first team. Don't know how many players they'll actually have at the World Cup. We obviously have a number, as you've seen. Can't quite get to that with Cartier, but never mind. 1-0 down still. 35 minutes to play. And to Folland, who's come on off the bench. Rushing forward is a Kainak. You're offside there, Ilario. There's a man at the back post, though. Not that he's going to get the football. Schulte down to Folland. He's still a man at the back post. I think he's onside here, Golovin. He is not. Should have equalised. Have had the ball in the back of the net, but it won't count. Right. Free kick in a promising position. Dendoncker, oh no, Kevin Folland has the best free kicks in the side. It is far enough out to get it up and down again. Oh, and he did, but unfortunately Bernardoni got across to it. Decent free kick from Folland there. Ball's going to be pumped out by their goalkeeper. Dendoncker wins that header well. I could look to slot through Ilario, and I think he's onside. The keeper's made another good save. I have had chances in this game, late on in the second half. Oh, well that would have been incredible had it gone in. Unfortunately, it didn't. Never mind, a 1-0 defeat against Bordeaux. I think that sees them through with me, actually. Liverpool beat Monaco by a goal to 0. I don't know who we'll have in the next round. Might be Napoli, might be Valencia. Did Bordeaux lost their opening 2 games, didn't they? Or did they? Yeah, they must have done. Switch to table view. Yeah, they did. They were the ones that were bottom of the group. Okay, it was Milan and Everton that were on 3. Napoli and Monaco go through. That was, of course, was indeed Liverpool's first win. So we have Monaco next. We're going to have a quick train, and then we shall push forward towards that game against Monaco, hopefully raising even further funds. I do want to see, actually, I can't remember whether I checked or not, what Cartier's potential was with regards to the actual... No, my brain is telling me exciting prospect and that I have checked it, but yeah, no, I must have done. There was a little niggling thing at the back of my mind that was like, have I done this already? I can't remember. 1.76 million added to the transfer budget. It's not much, but it's something. Please someone bid for any of my 7 or 8 players on the transfer list. Right, okay, cheers then. Never mind. How many players have I got on there, actually, just out of curiosity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6, not 7 or 8, but still, 6 players ready to be sold. Maybe 7 if I do decide to sell on Karim Bellarabi, because he is like 28, 29 years old now. Whilst he is effective, we could bring in someone else. Or even just try and develop the youth with Henriks and move Mitchell Weiser. Yeah, no, I'd probably bring someone else in. I'd probably bring someone else. I'll sell Bellarabi and bring someone else in. But I want to get Draxler first before we do anything else. But I need players to sell before I'm able to do that. I don't know where best to utilise Dendoncker. Probably at centre-back to start off with. But he can play in midfield as well. Golovin is now in where Aranguiz was. He's currently away on international duty still, as is the majority of my squad, actually. But that will bring today's episode to a close. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. We'll have the semi-final tomorrow and hopefully then subsequently the final as well. And then we actually don't have any Bundesliga games at all in the month of August until we get to the 1st of September. So there's plenty of transfer stuff to come. Plenty of transfer stuff to come. I'll see you tomorrow.